Okay, so if you're a developer who practically lives in the command line, you've probably felt this. All these amazing new AI coding tools are coming out, but they're almost all built for graphical interfaces. It kind of feels like we're being left out, right? Well, that's what we're talking about today, because a tool called ITER is here to change that. It's an AI coding assistant built from the ground up, specifically for us terminal power users. So, to really get why ITER is such a big deal, we first need to talk about the problem it's trying to solve. It's this tension, this dilemma that a lot of us are facing right now in software development. I mean, for so many of us, the terminal is home. It's fast, it's efficient, everything is right at your fingertips, no mouse required. But then this huge wave of AI assistants came along and, well, they've pretty much ignored us, choosing to live inside graphical IDEs and web browsers, and that's created a real divide for anyone who prefers the command line. And that leaves you in this really frustrating position. This slide just nails it. You're stuck with this choice. Do I completely blow up the workflow I've spent years perfecting just to use a GUI-based AI tool? Or do I stick with my comfortable environment and just miss out on this massive productivity boost from AI? It really feels like a lose-lose situation. But what if you didn't have to choose? What if that was a false dilemma? Well, that's where ITER steps in. It's a tool that promises to solve this whole problem without any compromises by bringing the AI directly into your native environment. So what is it exactly? The beauty of Ada is its simplicity. It's an AI partner that meets you right where you are. You can literally chat with it about your code, ask it to make changes, and then watch it happen, all without ever having to leave your command line interface. And this analogy, this is the key to understanding its philosophy. Think about it. Tools like Cursor or Copilot are like fancy GUI text editors. But ITER is like Vim or Emacs. It's using the same powerful AI models underneath, but the whole approach is different. It's designed for the keyboard-first, terminal-loving power user. The goal is to reduce all that context switching, keeping you in a single, text-based flow, which honestly can seriously lower your cognitive load. Okay, so that's the big idea. But what does it actually look like in practice? Let's walk through the ITER workflow and see how it really feels in a coding session. The whole workflow boils down to this really simple but incredibly powerful three-step loop. First, you just chat with the AI and tell it what you want changed. Second, it generates the edits and shows them to you as a standard diff so you can review them. And third, once you give the okay, it not only applies the changes, but, and this part is a game changer, it automatically commits them to Git for you. Let's make this real. You'd kick off a session by typing ITER and pointing it to a file. Then you just talk to it in plain English, just like you would a human colleague. So here, we're just asking it, refactor the process data function to use async/await. That's it. And before it touches a single line of code, the AI confirms what it's about to do. It's a small thing, but it's crucial for making sure you're both on the same page. Now, this step is all about keeping you in the driver's seat. ITER shows you the proposed changes as a totally standard diff, the same thing you'd see in a Git commit or a pull request. You get a crystal clear view of every line that's going to be added or removed, giving you the final say before anything actually happens to your code. Once you give it the green light, ITER does more than just save the file. It creates a clean, atomic Git commit, complete with a great, descriptive message that it pulls from your original request. This keeps your project history organized and really easy to understand. This quote just perfectly sums up the whole experience. It's not just some code generator. It really feels like you have a senior developer collaborating with you, right there, inside your terminal. So given this really unique workflow, who is ITER actually for? Let's break down the ideal user for this tool and, also talk about when something else might be a better fit. If you're looking at this list and nodding along, then yeah, ITER is probably a perfect match for you. If you're someone who is just at home in the command line, if you're a Vim or Emacs user, if you work on remote servers over SSH a lot, or if your entire workflow is built around Git, then ITER was pretty much made for you. But hey, on the flip side, if you're more comfortable with a visual, mouse-driven interface, or maybe you're just getting started with the terminal, or your work just absolutely depends on those deep integrations you only get in a full IDE, then you might be better served by tools like Cursor or a Copilot extension. Now, one of ITER's most compelling features is just how flexible it is. You are not locked into a single AI provider. You can use models from OpenAI, from Anthropic, or you can even run local models on your own machine using Ollama for total privacy and control.
This means you can pick the absolute best AI for whatever you're working on.
All right, so to kind of get a final sense of where Aider fits into the whole AI coding world, let's see how it stacks up against some of the other popular tools out there. This comparison really highlights Aider's unique spot in the market. I mean, while almost every other tool is built to live inside an IDE, Aider stands out as truly terminal native. And that seamless, automated Git integration, that's its killer feature. Plus, that model flexibility is another huge differentiator.
You know, when you boil it all down, Aider's core philosophy is just about respect for the developer's workflow. It doesn't force you to adapt to the AI, it brings the AI to you, integrating it into the environment that you already know and love.
And all of this leads to a pretty fascinating question about the future of how we build software. As AI gets more and more woven into our daily workflows, are we going to keep building more complex graphical interfaces to handle it? Or will tools like Aider prove that the most powerful and efficient path forward is actually a return to our roots, the command line? It's definitely something to think about.